So I am here to do some channeling. This last week, I've had a lot of anger and sadness. I feel like anger sometimes is a result of sadness. I recorded this a couple days ago and I was not okay. And I did it so that I could feel better, and then I asked for a miracle, and I kind of knew that something was going to happen, but I felt like I was getting very close to the line. And then last night I lit my abundance candle and I fell asleep. I woke up this morning, blew it out, still had a little bit left. And then when I woke up and I looked, there was a $400 order, a $60 order, a $40 order. And then this afternoon I had another $44 order, and I just had another $60 order come in, all within less than 24 hours of doing the abundance candle. So that was very good. I also feel like I saw something the other day about there's people on the planet who are like bridges. And I was like, yeah, that sounds like me. I've always resonated with the term being a bridge because my name's Bridget, and I just always did, even regardless of what this person was saying. It was like, there's some people who go to like the lowest of the lows and then the highest of the highs and then back down and then back up. And it's like bridging all of the frequencies, which is necessary to help the planet. And I was like, yeah, that's definitely sounds similar to things that I do. But yeah, did that, and things are looking up again. But last week was crazy. Like, somebody ordered a $50 reading. I did it, sent it to them in, good faith, and then they never paid me, never responded to me. Other things have been going on that are just, like my website's gone now, because I don't want to pay $700 to re-up it, especially because everything that was on the website is over on my freaking Etsy now, and I don't have to pay $700 a year to run my Etsy. I still have to pay all the fees and things associated with it, and they do weird shit over there, but I'm not going to pay $700 for people to just book readings with me, because I'm on WhatsApp now, and people, when they send me their $5.55, I actually get the $5.55. So yeah, good things and weird things. But I also feel like when things are forced to end, it's a new beginning. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm not doing another. It was $700 to do another fucking year of the website. Like, for what? Like, if I was making $700 a week or something, yeah, maybe I'd do that, but it's not worth it, especially because they mess things up a lot and people's orders don't go through. So I'm not going to stay with somebody that doesn't work properly and charges fees on top of the $700 when I can just be like, here, send me money on PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo, which is what I did back in the beginning. And that's how I made tons of money, when I was just doing it through PayPal and email. So whatever. We're not going to go back to Wix right now. But yeah, it obviously helped doing what I did, raising the vibration, channeling, lighting candle, asking, and obviously experiencing the lowest of the low to go to the highest of the high again. Stress, anxiety, literally days where I was so mad I was punching my mattress, because it's like the only thing that I could really punch without hurting myself. But it was like coming out of nowhere too at times. Like, literally I woke up and was like, just punching my mattress. I don't really know exactly why, but I know that it wasn't good. It wasn't like, and it's not even that it's not good, it's just, it's there. I'm frustrated, I'm mad, I'm upset, I'm stressed out. You know what I mean? Like, struggling, in many ways. And when that's happening, sometimes you get mad. So I was mad, but regardless, we still have to heal. We still have to grow. We still have to show up. We still have to do what we need to do. And sometimes it's hard. Like, I didn't even take a shower for like 5 days in a row. I was just miserable, mad, sad, upset. Like, and I slept. And I was literally like shocked at how much I was sleeping. And I feel like that's part of just like depression. But I feel like it's also other things. I feel like I know a lot of it is stress, because I'm not able to do certain things that I would like to do, like, take care of myself to the degree of like eating on a regular basis, take the dog to the vet, do things that I know need to be done. I'm stressed out about where I'm going to be going in a few months, because I have to leave this house and I don't know where I'm going. I don't have any money. I'm literally going kind of crazy, But I also know that sitting here and being mad and upset isn't going to change it. So I'm doing my best to stop that and do what needs to do to raise the vibration and connect with spirit, because I know when I connect with spirit, when I channel, they come through me, they raise my vibration, and they help me to feel better. I put out a thing like 10 days ago where I did some trance channeling, and a lot of people since then have sent in questions. I posted it on my Facebook and on both of the YouTube channels. So some of you commented on this channel, some of you commented on the Bridget Rao channel, some of you commented on Facebook with different questions. So I'm going to do the channeling for those questions and hopefully help to continue to raise the vibration and feel better. And if you want to hear the answers to those questions, you are welcome to. 444 on the clock. Some of them may benefit. I feel like if you're here right now and you're still here listening, there's probably a reason. Like somebody commented on the last one and was like, every single message that was in here, even the ones that they didn't ask specifically, helped them. So it may help you, it may not. But I know it's going to help me, so I'm going to do it. Now, the first question that I received was on my Facebook, and it was someone asking about how to accurately gauge one's esoteric and evolutionary progress along the path of self-mastery, especially in regards to the path working the Sephiroth and Klipothic tree. And how can one know where he/she is at? Now, I'm not sure if I pronounced those right, and I'm not even quite sure, like, in that regards of that exploration, but I know it's like connected to like the Kabbalah and, you know, that tree. Okay. So basically, I feel like anybody can benefit from the message that will come through for this, because it's like how to gauge your evolution, your process of self-mastery. You know what I mean? They're asking in specific to that method, but I feel like other people have their own method that they might want to know along the way. Like, am I getting anywhere? Am I doing what I need to do? So we're going to do that question. And then there was a question that came in about how could one strengthen the foundation of their interactions and collaborative ventures on a daily basis. So like, how do we have a better communication? How do we have a better relationship? How do we have a better collaboration with the people in our life on a day-to-day basis? And then there was blocks. How do we clear up the blocks to charging for our healing services? And then how to step back into power after allowing someone to repeatedly abuse them and still chase them. Okay. And then there was one, how to balance logic with emotions. Earlier, this person was too logical, dismissed everything emotional, and they honestly considered beliefs delusional. And then ever since the awakening, they've been dwelling way too much in the emotional side, and they don't always fit into the world around them. So how to balance both sides, and how to find science in spirituality and vice versa. So we're going to do those questions, and I've already played the music a little bit. I'm going to ask Spirit to assist me and ask for the emissaries to come in for this channeling. So I'm going to open the vortex of divine healing protection and ground it all the way down into the earth, all the way down into the heart center of Gaia, where we can anchor and feel safe and secure. Here in the heart space, I call on the emissaries of light, the Creator, the angels and archangels, the ascended ones, to assist us in bringing that vortex up around us on all sides. Each individual who will connect with these messages, allow them to get into the vortex at this time. Surround them with that beautiful, powerful, transformative energy as it rises all the way up and out through the edges of the atmosphere, rising through the planets, through the stars, through the galaxies, all the way up into the light of source, where all information is known and stored. And here we anchor, speeding the vortex up to just under the speed of light for transmutation and protection. Anything inside of this vortex that is not at the vibration of the Mahatma love without condition will not be allowed to stay within. It'll be transmuted out to its appropriate levels. And anything outside of the vortex that is not at the vibration of the Mahatma love without condition will not be allowed to enter in. And I ask for a pillar of light to come down to the center of the vortex and into the crown of each individual now, to expand their awareness, to expand their consciousness, to expand their ability to perceive and to understand and to connect with these messages for their highest best. And into the third eye, to awaken a new perspective, to see with the ancient eyes, and through the throat, to communicate truth with authenticity, to clear the blocks, to speak with integrity, and into the heart for unconditional love and compassion towards ourselves and others, and into the solar plexus for confidence, strength, and power, and into the sacral to balance our relations with ourselves and others, and into the root for safety and security, and all the way down, running this beautiful, powerful pillar of light, activated with the frequencies of quartz to amplify and magnify the power of these intentions. I ask for the emissaries to join, to speak through me, to deliver these messages. We are here. We are the emissaries of light. And we are very excited to communicate with you at this time. We look forward to connecting with you and assisting you and supporting you in understanding yourself and understanding your mission, your purpose, understanding your impact and your awareness on deeper levels. We understand that you have questions. The first question has asked about the evolutionary process on the spiritual journey to mastery, how to know where you are and how to gauge evolution. This person has asked in particularly to one set of information, to one belief system, to one of the paths, one of the traditions. There are many that are available to you. Do not allow yourself to feel that you are inadequate in any way, or to feel that one is superior to another. It is all about resonance and frequency. Allow your intuition to guide you. Allow your soul to speak to you. What do you feel inspired by? What brings about curiosity to you on your path? There are many methods for you to find your mastery. There are many books, teachings, beliefs that support some and not others. It is up to each individual to find the path that makes sense for them. It requires a balance of introspection, experience, and discernment. The Sephiroth path working represents an aspect of divine expression, and progress can be measured by how well you embody the positive attributes of each Seraphith in daily life. With the Kulpathic path working, your ability to confront your shadows without being consumed by them is how to gauge your progress. To integrate your shadow qualities, like your pride or your fears, your doubts, allowing yourself to integrate those into a place of balanced understanding of self, a decrease in being triggered or controlled by your past fears or your destructive patterns. Am I still triggered, or am I expanding, becoming more calm, centered, and aware of what upsets me and what does not? If so, you can say that you're evolving. Are you acting from a place of authenticity and compassion? Are you acting from a place of balance? Are you aware that balance is necessary? Are you asking yourself the questions that are necessary to evolve? These are all indicators of the evolution. Intention is the first step. The fact that you are even asking this question can gauge that you are aware, that you are evolving, and your emotional, energetic stability. The deeper you work through both of your light and dark aspects, the more stable and centered your energy becomes, even amidst the challenges of life. Feeling aligned with your higher purpose, even in your difficult times, feeling the guidance, feeling the deeper meaning in the messages that surround difficulties, having the awareness to continue on through your difficulties and shadows, having a sense of inner peace or clarity despite the external chaos, when you find yourself feeling that the world is the world, and it is not something that you are a victim of. You can understand that you've evolved, over-identifying with your shadows, or losing humility in the light, feeling stagnant or overwhelmed by the intensity of the work that you are doing. These could be indicators to take a step back, that you are trying too hard rather than allowing. It should be uplifting. It should be fun and inspiring. It should spark your curiosity. Journaling to track your emotional and energetic patterns is also a way to gauge your growth. To look back over the journals of the past and the present, to see how far you've come. You may begin to understand yourself on deeper levels. These are all indicators of your evolution. Finding more synchronicity and a deeper intuition are also ways to see the evolution. As you progress, there may be more meaningful synchronicities and insights that come to you. The repetitive numbers, certain animals, certain feelings, certain songs, the patterns within and around you. Progress is not linear. You may revisit certain parts of yourself, many lessons, multiple times, at deeper levels. Tarots and oracles can show you a mirror for where you are energetically in relation to specific parts of your journey. Dream journaling can also help to bring about the themes, the symbols, and the insights. Shadow work exercises and prompts can help you to go deeper into the patterns, trusting your intuition, remaining humble, and honoring the process, knowing that both of the light and the shadow contribute to the evolution. How could one strengthen the foundation of their interactions and collaborations on a daily basis? One way would to be having clear communication, fully focusing on what others are saying before responding. Have a timeline, to have responsibilities that are placed upon each individual, connecting with each other, checking in with one another, building trust, to be reliable, to follow through on promises, to be transparent, to share your thoughts and your concerns and your updates openly with one another, acknowledging others' contributions, recognizing and appreciating others' efforts regularly, saying thank you, being empathetic, understanding others' perspectives, asking questions to learn about another, offering support, and a willingness to help beyond immediate tasks, even if it is not your decided responsibility. Sometimes it is just a nice thing to do. And being patient with others, accepting others as who they are, even through their limitations and their blocks. There is no use in getting angry or upset with who another is. If you find that another does not resonate on the same frequency as you, or they are not at the same integrity levels, then you can simply remove yourself so that you do not find yourself being brought down or dragged into their negativity. Healthy boundaries, but be open to encouraging and collaborating, brainstorming to inspire and uplift those who are willing to be uplifted. And remember that not all are, and that's okay. It is not your sole responsibility to do so. Allow others' strengths to be brought into the light. Allow tasks for each person to shine, their unique skills and their strengths. Share your resources, your information, your connections that can benefit others without gatekeeping or holding it back. How to remove blocks to charging for healing services. We understand that there is much conflict on the planet about this. There are many who feel that if you are a healer or a spiritual worker, an intuitive, that you should offer your services for free, or that you should give. But you do live on a planet that is monetarily based. There are many who offer services for a fee. The earlier times of your planet, it was more custom to trade or to barter or to bring a gift to your medicine men and women, the healers, to the light workers. In this day that you live in now, this is not as much seen. It is not easily done, and it is often impossible for you to be able to live and survive without money. Many light workers, starseeds, chosen ones, however you resonate, have this wound and this block. But you need to realize that if you cannot take care of yourself, if you cannot feed yourself, if you cannot have the abundance that is necessary to live comfortably, then you cannot share your gifts, because your time will be taken other ways. You will be doing other work so that you can survive, so that you can eat, so that you can have a roof over your head and take care of the necessities. It would be unfair and unbalanced for someone to expect you to give your gift for free. And we understand that it happens. You need to value yourself. You need to value your gifts. You need to remember that you are doing a disservice to humanity to keep those gifts to yourself, to not ask for a balance between you and others, to not expect to receive from those in your energetic field benefiting from your messages, your service, and your guidance. Anyone who takes from you should be offering something in return. It doesn't always have to be money, but it should be some form of support, kindness, and balance. It is okay to give occasionally, but you should not give to your own demise, and you should not be giving to a point where you have to stop giving in order to survive, in order to work a secondary job, or to be able to supply yourself with your basic needs. You should be able to thrive and survive based off of your gifts, just as anyone else has. Some people are gifted with the gift of working through metal. Some people are gifted and working through marketing. Some people are gifted in a myriad of ways, but it does not stop them from receiving the money. Do not allow the fact that it is a spiritual gift to stop you. And in fact, realize how much it is needed and how valuable it is. It is not every day, and it is not every person that is gifted in that way. And you are worthy of receiving that abundance and that balance. It is a disservice to take away from that time of giving and sharing those gifts, to be focused on the mundane, to be focused on fear and survival. Remember, you are worthy. How to step back into your power after allowing someone to repeatedly abuse and chase. The first step has already been taken by acknowledging that you need to regain your power. Your intention is the most powerful thing that you have. It is time for you to remember your power fully, and it is time for you to stop engaging with these individuals or people who have taken from you any power of yours. Anyone who has harmed you or has caused illusions or separation from your power should be removed. We understand that it's not always easy and cut and dry, but you need to remove them entirely. Stop focusing on them, stop thinking about them, cut all lines of communication to the degree that you can, and focus on loving yourself. Focus on rekindling the power within yourself through that intention and remembering who you were before. And look at this as an opportunity to grow and evolve. What lessons have you learned? What red flags have been given to you to recognize in others? What tools have you learned along the way to cope with the anxiety, the stress, the depression that has been caused in your life? Can you help others who may not recognize these things? Can you turn this into something beneficial for not only yourself, but those around you? Can you inspire? Can you uplift? Can you inform and educate others? about the pitfalls and the darkness that may consume those who find themselves falling into these types of relationships. It is up to you to set that intention and to remember how beautiful, how powerful, and how worthy you are of reciprocal healthy love, of kindness, of empathy and respect. And to not think and to not engage and to not trigger yourself back into an old pattern, to an old belief system, or to remaining stagnant based off of what has been. What can be is up to you. You are an infinite being, and there are infinite abilities within you, infinite resources around you, infinite support available, and infinite paths for you to take. We suggest finding the path that inspires you most and staying away from the path that drags you back. We suggest that you do work in a place of support for others, whether it is one or many or even just yourself. How can I support myself today? How can I support others? When you offer support to others, you will find much support be brought to you. If you can find a community of like minds, or you can find a community of those who need to be inspired and redirected, you will find many blessings along the way. And it is not that hard to find because your vibration attracts your tribe. Allow yourself to trust and to know that you are exactly where you are meant to be, and you are receiving this message at this time because you are meant to receive it at this time. And everything that you've been through has shaped you into who you are now, and it is meant for you to evolve and to grow. It is meant for you to face yourself, to face the triggers, just as the first question asked about the self-mastery of that certain path that they were on, that certain navigation. You are on your own, and you can look at every individual's path, their journey, their setbacks, their traumas, to be the same. It is all part of your spiritual path. It is all part of your evolution. It is all part of your self-mastery. And it is all up to you to decide how long you remain where you are or how quickly you evolve by doing that work on the inner level, by evolving and trusting yourself to find your patterns and to break free from the limits and to continue to heal and grow, and how to balance the logic with emotions, find science and spirituality and vice versa. You will find at this time on your planet there are many individuals studying workings of the mind, that science is very much backed up and very much combined, coming into alignment. The two roads of spirituality and science are merging more and more every day. There are many studies, there are many paths that you can look at, but just like we have said tonight, which one sparks your curiosity? There are paths that study the mind, the neurological aspects of things, and there are paths that study the world and your perception of it, the atoms. Which one of these paths speaks to you more? Is it the quantum mechanics, or is it the inner workings of the mind? You may find that both of these paths lead to the same place, but either way you get to start where you feel guided to start. You can even use your search engines to help you to figure out where is spirituality and science overlapping at this time, because it is, and it has. It always has, but your scientists are becoming more and more aware of this. The more that people are studying the mind, the more that people are studying the quantum, the more that people are studying the mechanics of this world, the more that they are combining these two worlds together that have always been there. It is always one. Everything is one. You are logical and emotional. You are never too much of anything. You are just perceiving yourself as too much of something. You are always believing something too much. You've even said that you believe things to be delusional. And that belief was real for you, so you created it. You created a reality where you felt delusional, where you saw things that were not true, where you create your fears and manifested them. But you've also created beauty. You've also created evolution. You've also created the version of yourself here today asking these questions. You are a balance. You are always thinking and you are always feeling. It's just a choice in the moment to lean into one side or the other. Meditation will be your greatest tool to find the balance between the mind and the body, to think about feeling more. And if you are feeling too much, to think about feeling less. But to come into a coherent place of compassion and empathy and balance, setting the intention to let go of the perception or the beliefs that are causing you to feel the imbalance. Facing the shadows, facing the triggers, facing the aspects of yourself that are bringing up the old emotions or the big emotions that weigh you down. Allow the light to illuminate them. Allow your consciousness to come into them. Allow yourself to rise into a state of awareness of how your mind is controlling the emotions and your emotions is controlling the mind, and that they work hand in hand, but you are at the center of it all. You are the creator. You are the main aspect of these two polarities within you. And you always have been, you always will be. The light and the dark is always there. There are good emotions. And we feel that if you are experiencing an overabundant amount of the good emotions, you may not try to balance away from it. It is all a matter of perception. You perceive yourself to be too emotional because you've been feeling sad or down. You've been feeling anxious or dark. Allow yourself to program your mind to come into a state of abundant bliss, of love, of peace, of comfort, of joy, of oneness. Allow your consciousness to expand and to evolve and to grow. Allow your mind to evolve into new heights of understanding how powerful you are and how your thoughts are creating everything around you and within you simultaneously, just as the science and the spirituality are always creating simultaneously and merging two worlds into one, because all is one. We thank you for taking the time to listen to these messages, and we invite you to ask more questions, and we invite you to have an energetic exchange for these messages. I can't believe it's been 40 minutes. So yeah, I just looked down and saw knowing. You are a brave traveler. Your soul knows the way. Be confident you will achieve your destination. Loyal friends are always with you. Don't worry. You are blessed. Let yourself fly and then play in abundance. Swim in the happy joy of living. Inhale confidence. Exhale fear. Dive into your wisdom and go with the flow. And sacred buffalo, cloak me in your wisdom. Keep me warm through the storms of life. Fill my life with goodness. Teach me the way of gratitude and prayer. So thank you guys very much. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. I appreciate it. It helps a lot. And if anybody wants a private reading, I'm doing those through the WhatsApp now. You can get them for as little as $5 all the way up to $50. Someone booked with me last week and they never paid for it. So that was fun. So I thought it was interesting that one of the questions was about that, because then I did live readings tonight and only one person donated. So I'm going to have to change that. Like, I'm going to have to be like, you know, if you want a reading, I need some sort of energetic exchange, you know? Like, I don't mind doing things for free once in a while, but like when it's a predominant thing that takes over, that's the only way it's going. Like, I literally can't survive like that. Like, you know, so those messages that come through, I need to hear too. And I need to be like, listen, like $5 isn't that much. If you have a burning question that you want to receive the answer to, you know. And it's the same with like doing healing and stuff like that. No one person or one service in this world is more like better than the other. And if we were going to say that there's like a better service, I think it would be to help people to heal and explore their mind and to grow, because then they won't need outside, you know, work like that. They won't need someone else to heal them, because they'll be healing themselves. And it's like, we're not healing other people when we're healing them. We're being a channel for them to heal themselves. But it's like, it's not like when you go to the doctor and they put you on a prescription, they keep you on medicine for the rest of your life. Like, we're literally giving people the tools and the awareness to help them heal and to grow and evolve. And I think that's much more valuable than to take someone to the doctor and put them on a medication that's going to give them 75 different side effects that they're going to get more medications to continue those side effects. You know what I mean? And the same thing with like the expanding of people's consciousness and their receiving of messages. I think it's a much more valuable thing than a lot of like, you know, just driving up to the drive-thru to get your burger. Like, that's still a valuable thing. You don't think twice about that person getting paid. But I do know that it's a big thing in the spiritual community, and a lot of people have that wound. So maybe even ask Spirit to help you to release that belief or that wound that you're carrying, so that you can receive the abundance without guilt or fear or doubt. Like, when I go live to do readings, I could literally just be like, I'm not going to answer any questions unless there's a donation. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be every single time. Like, I don't mind doing it, but when I find that it's like, okay, I just did 2 hours for $5, that's a problem. Like, last week, I think it was like $40 for two hours. That's a lot better. You know what I mean? That's like $20 an hour. That's fine with me. But if I continue to show up and people continue to get those questions for free, they're going to continue to expect that every single week. So I need to be the one that's like, okay, no, like, there's a limit here. And I've even said to people like $1 a minute, like, if you don't value me enough to do $1 a minute, then I guess, you know, I'm not valuing me enough to like put that on there. I don't know if something just went by, but I feel like it did. We need to value ourselves, you know, and make sure that people value us. And if we're not valuing ourselves, they're not going to either. Like, they're like, people want free stuff. They don't, you know. But yeah, I will probably be going live on TikTok before the end of the week to do donations based. I'm gonna have like a set thing, like, this is how much it is, which is usually like $5, $10. I'm not like, give me $1,000. I'm not greedy, but I do have value, you know. My time is valuable. And on my Etsy, it's 40% off right now on a lot of things. So you get all of the activations from Elsie Light Healing for 40% off. You can get the Monika for 40% off. You can get the new Rights for 40% off. You can get all the activations that are on there for 40% off, and all my decks are 15% off. In Renee, namaste.